Hey, shout out to all you moms. I wanted to ask you, how do you feel every day? Do you feel like at the end of the day you are a better version of you, or that you expend all of your energy with your family or your kids and then there's nothing left for you? So I ask you that because I used to be the latter. I used to just put 100% of everything, my being, my energy, my focus into my kids. That was it. That was my life force. That was what I was supposed to do as a mom. And nothing and everything else came second or last. And so you ask, where do you put yourself? I didn't even think I had myself on my list, honestly. Like, if I took a shower, I was lucky to take a shower, to remember to brush my teeth, to even put makeup on, which I got none right now. About to go work out with Shanti, so there's no point in putting makeup because it's just going to melt right off. And even my husband, too. I mean, I would flat out tell him, I love you, but right now you are not my number one. And with listening to a lot of podcasts and a lot of personal development, that was a horrible and hurtful thing to say, that he is not my number one. I mean, without him, I wouldn't have this house. I wouldn't have the lifestyle I have. I wouldn't have these children. So now that I look back, that was a horrible thing to say, that he's not my number one. And that even if you have to realize that when you say your husband is your number one, that doesn't mean that you put your kids second or that you love your kids any less. The love you have for your husband is completely different than the love you have for your children. And so if your children see that there's a healthy and there's a relationship and a love and a bond between their mother and father, or their mothers or their fathers, whatever, their parents, then that is going to build their understanding of what love and a good relationship and what family is supposed to be like. So if they don't have that example, then you're sort of setting yourself up to have them being confused and not have a best example possible. And that's really, I think, in my eyes, what a good parent or good mother is that showing them what a healthy relationship should look like, showing them how to love and what appropriate love is. And then also what a parent does and how they show their love for their children. But first and foremost, my kids need to know that I am a woman, that I am a wife, and then I am their mother. It's not like by hierarchy, it's just what happened. I happen to be a woman first, a wife, and then a mother. That's just my order, and if it's different for you, then that's okay, but I still think that that's where it should be, to show by example, because that's where our kids really learn. It's not necessarily learn through direct instruction, sorry, the teacher coming out, but they literally learn through examples and through watching and seeing what happens. And then they in turn physically going through it and doing it, not just being told what to do and told what it's supposed to be like. For me, I'm very hard-headed and I have to actually experience it and go through it. You could tell me all you want till you're blue in the face. It's not going to really mean diddly to me unless I actually wholeheartedly go through it and feel it, whether good or bad. So I just want to let all you moms know that your kids, yes, are 100% of you and your focus, but don't lose track of how you got your kids and your partnership. Your partnership needs to be solid as well. I mean, if that's not solid, then I think everything will crumble.